Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by John Mitchell, a former chief economist with the U.S. Bancorp. John, good to see you again. How are you?
Thanks, Rick.
All right, so let's start with local economy. What are we seeing here in Southern Oregon, Northern California that is a good thing?
Well, I mean, Southern Oregon is experiencing, increasing employment, increasing income. You've started to see, the rebound in housing activity. I mean, Jackson County building permits, for example, through November were up about 55% compared to the previous year. If you look at the short-term quarterly data from the Federal Housing Finance Agency, you got rising home prices. I mean, these things are showing up across much of the country. And you've got employment growth. The last couple of years it's been flat down here, but now it's starting to rise. The most recent Medford numbers show a 1.5% increase in employment since last November.
Mm-hmm. Do you have positive feelings towards 2013?
Well, I mean, I think the most likely scenario is that the U.S. economy, which turned around in 2009, is going to continue to grow in 2013. But it's been a very slow upturn. For example, as of December, you got 4 million fewer jobs than you had in January of 2008. Mm-hmm. So we're still down, but it's up almost 5 million jobs from where we were at the bottom, which was back in early 2010. It's been a frustratingly slow process. I mean, mm-hmm. That's the bottom line, but hopefully it is going to continue in 2013.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've talked in the past about that slow growth from out of that recession. Is that something that we need to get more used to? I mean, how do people, are people okay with that, I guess I should say?
Well, I think the answer is probably no. They're not okay with it, in the sense we sit here with nationally a 7.8% unemployment rate. Lots of people have been out of work for a long time. You saw, as a result of that recession, a significant decline in net worth. There's a lot of leftovers. No, I don't think people are okay with it. I think that's part of the frustration that, we want the economy to grow faster, and what will come along with that, presumably, is more rapid growth in employment, more rapid growth in income, because incomes have been very flat.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with John in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with John Mitchell, a former chief economist with U.S. Bancorp. John, what potential risks are there for our economy in 2013?
Well, I think if you look at the risks, we just dodged one in the sense of the so-called fiscal cliff on the January 1st. I mean, there were a lot of things that could have happened that didn't happen. However, what was done didn't resolve long-term issues. It did have, the increase in payroll taxes, the payroll tax holiday end, the increases in taxes on high-income individuals, the new Medicare taxes started. Mm-hmm. So fiscal policy became more restrictive on the 1st of January. But there's more to come. The debt ceiling issue is out there. The sequesters, which is the automatic reductions in certain kinds of federal spending, that was deferred for 2 months to March 1st. So that's still unresolved. So that there are, if you like, additional cliffs out there in 2013 that pose a risk. In addition, we have to remember that the world is got some weakness. So weakness mm-hmm. in Western Europe, weakness in Japan, and as I like to say, you can use the environmental spaceship Earth notion. We're all in this thing together. We're linked. Okay, so weakness globally, spills over and obviously can impact the United States.
Mm-hmm. Now, if the U.S. does default on and goes over that debt ceiling, if we hit that, what happens? What does it mean to you and I, the average American?
Well, I mean, I hope it'll remain a theoretical exercise, but if that were to happen, remember, U.S. securities are, for lack of a better word, if you like, the gold standard. I mean, when people get scared anywhere in the world, you buy U.S. securities. If you were to do something like default and you lose that, what are the implications? Potentially higher interest rates. It would be a dangerous path, I think a very dangerous path to go down. I mean, in a sense, we've spent the money, and to spend the money and then say, but we're not going to issue the debt to finance it, I think that's a dangerous path.
I certainly would agree with you, I believe. Yeah. John, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.